You know, I've been meaning to make a video. Sorry, I took my seatbelt off for a second. There's a number of people are worried about my seatbelt use. I generally use my seatbelt quite a bit. I'm aware it saves lives. It's a vital part of any vehicle. Thank you. I've been meaning to make a video. Now the sun's going down. I've been talking to people all day. Obviously, we're gearing up for Lexington. You guys know that. I mean, you've heard me talk about it. Where are we going here? You've heard me talk about the horses. I made a video the other night for the people that were buying into what we've dubbed, what Kelly has dubbed a premium horse, which I don't know if I like that. We got a lot of premium horses we didn't pay a lot of money for, so, but I guess it's a premium group, whatever. It is what it is. I sent a video out to everybody that wanted to be a part of that particular endeavor. Now, I'll continue to give everybody the disclaimer from here to the sale because I think it's fair and I want people to understand. And I have to understand, and you have to understand also, that we have people from all walks of life, all backgrounds, and many of them are not of the horse racing variety. They know nothing about horse racing. So sometimes the information I get you sounds monotonous or sounds a little silly maybe, or you don't need to tell people that, but I do. Because some people really don't know anything about horse racing that are in our midst, in our community, so to speak. So we are planning to spend $130,000 to $150,000 on one horse in particular. I have narrowed that list to 8. Now I haven't seen any of them in person, so don't ask me, hey, can I have your list? Because none of it really matters until I see them with my own eyes, put my hands on them. At that point, I will feel confident in saying that's our horse, or I want to bid on that horse. That preliminary list is of 8 horses, I believe. Some of them are scattered throughout day one. Very interesting when I look at the pedigree page and then the video. Now, keep in mind, depending how the sale goes, and this is the beauty of the sale. I just had a long conversation with our vet about a number of things, and we talked about the monotony of racing, especially his job. Gets up every morning, regardless of the name of the horse, sees the same racing injuries, tries to treat them the best he can, day after day after day. And this is the one time of the year everything's new, right? The Lexington sale isn't duplicated in any way in May or in October, or it is in October, in June. You know where I'm getting at is that this is the one time of the year where everything's new, everything's different. Although it's similar, it's not really. And because it's only once a year, it feels like Christmas. Or it feels like, when I was a kid, the exhibition used to come to town, the fair used to come to town once a year, right at the CDP and in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. And every year, it was the same rides, but every year it was a great feeling. And that's kind of what it's like for people in the industry, going to Lexington, looking for horses. Especially for me, it's a super exciting time of year. It's very stressful financially because I'm trying to figure out what we can afford, how we can afford it, what are the best horses for that amount of money. It's a very difficult financial puzzle to solve, and nobody knows if you did it right or not until next summer. So it's exciting, but it's very stressful at the same time. And it is for the vets also. So, and for everyone, every trainer, everybody that goes to Lexington, the breeders also, they have everything on the line for this time of year, right? So it means something different to everybody, but it's very interesting and very cool. And I've said this before, if you have the ability to get to Lexington in particular next week, feel free to come down, come out to dinner with us, go look at our horses together, the ones that we're looking at, whether it be that one horse or any of a raft of other ones we're looking at. On my main list, there's well over 100 horses I want to look at, and it will all start Sunday morning. Amy and I, we're going to race in Dayton on Saturday night, stay overnight in Dayton. I'm almost in Dayton right now, and you may say, why are you going to Dayton 2 days early? I'm going to tell you. I'm flying out of Dayton to Freehold. Well, not flying to Freehold. I'm flying to Newark International Airport tomorrow, where I will drive to and race Blue Bayou Deal at Freehold Raceway. Then when I'm done with Freehold Raceway, I am going to go and come back to the airport. Now that I say this out loud, I don't think I have a valid license in New Jersey. I got to go there early and get licensed. So I have to go to New Jersey, get licensed, race to Philly, and then fly back to Dayton. The reason I'm doing that is because my wife lands Saturday morning into Dayton International Airport. I have to go race 1-2 skip a few in Coshocton, 2 hours away. I'll come right back, race the horses in Dayton at night, go to dinner with my wife, and then get up and go to Lexington. That is when all the fun of Lexington begins. Sunday morning, this coming Sunday morning, we start viewing horses. If you're in the area, anywhere around Lexington, feel free to drop me a line. You're more than welcome to come out with us, go to dinner with us, hang out with us. I love hanging out with our clients, and it makes me very happy every year. So last night you saw us have a pretty good night. Unfortunately, our horse was claimed. Donato Patriot K. I think we got a couple of more of the wrinkles out of him, and I cut him loose last night. He was a winner of 155 with the earplugs in and was claimed. Before the race, I thought if he was claimed and he won, geez, that'd be a great stroke of business. That's almost $28,000 for a horse we paid $15,000 for the week before. After the race, I was like, oh, Jesus, they kind of stole this fella off us, didn't they? That's the way racing goes, and no hard feelings, no regrets. It was a good race, and he'll be a good horse for Merv Chupp and the people that claimed him. Good luck to them. Now, Rose Run Why Not also won. She wasn't quite as decisive, but she raced very, very well. Very proud and pleased with what I saw from her last night. We actually I got thinking about it. Non-winners to 3 is pretty tough on that track. I might just ship her home and race her in the non-winners to 2 at Mohawk. I think you get her on a big track, get 5 or 6 quality starts in her at Mohawk. I think she could be a decent horse for us. The more I talk about it, the more I think that's exactly what we are going to do. Don't quote me, I'm not positive yet, but I believe that is what I'm going to do. So I woke up this morning, went with a bunch of babies. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys are missing the boat on the Long Tom colt that has shares left. I went back and looked at my notes in the catalog. I had him priced at almost 3 times what I paid for him, and I didn't know if I was right. I mean, I'm not going to know until next June or July anyway, you know that, but went with him today. Man, he's a good-looking colt. The Magic Tom, I think his name is. He is a good-looking colt. Very, very happy with what I saw from him. Now, I trained Spirit of Dio in 57 in a piece day. She's ready to go, but still some congestion, still a few droplets of blood in her throat, so we're probably going to wait. If you'd asked me today, I was dead against qualifying her at Northfield. I just didn't think she'd get around, but she has changed, and I think she will get around Northfield now. Well, she did this morning quite easily. So we'll qualify her. I was going to take her home to Ontario maybe and race her. I still might. Want to talk to Jeff and Lenberg. They own almost 90% of that filly. I had a good conversation with Lenberg when I was in Yonkers with Baumhugger the last night, and met his brother Jeff. Nice people, and so happy that they chose to get involved with us to begin with. And then obviously happy that the filly took a marca, the mare now, took a marca 53 in her last start. She did bleed. We did put her on Lasix. She did get a small injury. It's all healed up now. Everything's ready to go. Still working with that congestion issue. We'll get to the bottom of that. Should be ready to go soon enough. Northern Blizzard was a little lame this morning. Had to look at that foot again. Had another eerily similar to what, not near as bad, but eerily similar to what went on with My Jazz, with hidden foot separations in behind that original wall. When he jumped on that foot, man, he really made a mess of himself. And we'll get it cleaned up. The blacksmith was optimistic we get it done today, and he actually walked out of the blacksmith shop much, much sounder than he walked into it. So I'm optimistic in that regard. This is a short-term fix, I believe, and we'll get to the bottom of that with Northern Blizzard. And then obviously our newest horse is in to go on Sunday. Donato Patriot K fit the backup class. He's in to go on Sunday and picked a win, actually. I thought he trained rather well this morning for me. I was very happy with what I saw. The veterinarian looked at him, said there really wasn't much to tinker with. Maybe his right stifle was bothering him a little bit, but nothing really going on there. Overall, I was very, very happy with what I saw from him. And then, yes, we did a little vet work on him. He's in to go in the open. He's back where he belongs, in the open on Sunday night. That's not going to be an easy cakewalk. There's a lot of horses that are good horses in there, and very interested to see what he's going to do. As you can see, I've now booked off for the week. Starting Sunday, I am Anthony, the manager of the stable.ca and inspector of yearlings in Lexington this year. That's what I'm doing this week, and We get a lot of horses, a lot of people saying, can you fly back and drive Grace on Monday? I really can't. You know, in a normal year, yeah, I probably could. But, you know, who knows what they're going to do to you in the airport. If you show up, say you're going to race a horse and go back to the United States, you might end up with a colonoscopy at the airport. So I can't really do it. It's just going to be too hard. I even looked for the flights. There's just nothing there that's going to help out. So I just can't. I can't on Monday. Listen, James is going to pick off the filly again, but she's pretty easy to drive now. Mario went with her a couple of times and schooled her. I'm going to let Mario drive her. You know, I talked to Jason a little bit about it and said, hey, you know, I felt bad that we didn't list Mario, but then I instantly felt fine about it when she won the gold. She's made the final now. It's a short field. You know, she's not going to be the favorite, but at the same time, she's proven her worth. And as I said, she's easy to drive. I think Mario's an easy choice for me. I mean, this is a guy that's done great for us, been a great worker and helper with the stable.ca all year, had a great stable. And by the way, made $100 million in driving and 8,000 wins. So yeah, I think it's pretty easy for us. I think it's going to be very difficult to make an excuse why we wouldn't use Mario. So we're going to. I just want to make sure I get the right exit here. Exit 8 I-70 towards Columbus, Indianapolis. And then it looks like we're taking that exit. Okay, I see where I'm going now. We'll go towards the exit that says Dayton, Ohio. Makes sense. A number of people messaging me about what babies we're looking at. I'll have a better list for everybody come Monday. What I would like, I see the Ontario buckets are slowly getting filled up. Thank you very much, everybody. I truly appreciate it. It's been a point of stress for me, to be honest, how we filled up the Ohio buckets like that, or the Ohio partnership like that, with obvious deficiencies. The fact that it was difficult for the smaller clients to get involved, yet we still filled them right up. Then we filled up the overflow, sold almost every share, and now have people clamoring to get more shares. And then for Ontario, our home base, for the most part, Ontario to be so slow. And I understand that the $50,000 and the $30,000 buckets are not complete, and there may be some trepidation there. The $70,000 ones filled up almost to 3/4 now. I see where people are saying, okay, well, I really like War Weary. I really like Gandalf the Black. I like what you bought there, so I'm going to buy him. I see that, but it was a point of stress and frustration for me. And you know what? I truly appreciate. I'm not judging anybody. I know that other people are used to picking your own horse, and I get that, but I'm trying to change things in a way that's better for everybody, and me included. For the first time since I opened the stable, me included. So I appreciate your help in that regard, very much so. I was a little bit surprised how quickly the expensive horse, that's almost sold. And I think by the time I answer the rest of these emails and return the calls of a couple of people, it will be sold. So that particular partnership is filled up for the most part. I would be shocked if tomorrow morning it wasn't. So we'll see how that plays out, but impressed in that regard. I appreciate your confidence. Virtually what I've said to you is, hey, can you give me $150,000 and I'm going to pick you a horse out? Man, I really appreciate the confidence you have in me. That says a lot, and it's very humbling to me every time I see things like this take place. I'm going to work hard to fill up the $50,000 partnership, and you guys know, for those of you out there, that was built for the people that don't have $2,500 to spend on a horse, but do trust that I'm going to make the right decisions for you moving forward, or find us value in the sale. I take that job very seriously, and I truly appreciate, again, the confidence people have in me. Geez, the lights are going down now. There's nothing I can do about that. And then obviously I think the $200,000 partnership is half full or more as of this afternoon. By the time I'm done inspecting the yearlings, I expect all three of these partnerships to be full, which is, you have no idea. I told you guys, I could not buy the horses in Ohio in the way that I did, with the confidence I did, without your support, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Again, very humbling to watch these partnerships fill up incrementally. It's very good. So I truly appreciate that again. So tonight we have a couple of horses who are about to start racing right now in the semifinals. Good luck to everybody with those. Again tomorrow with the semifinals. Globetrotting drew poorly this week, but she's been on fire. It's just been such a great ride. I worked my whole life to get to a place like this. And I hope this isn't the pinnacle, but at the same time, man, I as a guy who's been in this game my whole life, have just enjoyed the ride of 2021 so much, and appreciate what you guys have done, the role you have played in allowing me to be a part of that. So thanks again for the Ohio partnership being full and virtually sold out. I'm going to continue to look. I told everybody, and I didn't want to muddy the water when it come to partnerships and buckets, and I didn't want to bombard everybody. We are going to buy a couple more Ohio breds if they come from the Buckeye Classic, or if they come from Lexington, or privately. Then that's what we're going to do. I owe some people some phone calls to clarify some Ontario questions and some bucket questions. I'm going to do that right now when I finish this video. If you guys have any questions, anything at all regarding Lexington, Ohio, Ontario, anything moving forward in regards to the horses, please don't hesitate to drop me a line. Yes, I'm busy, but I want to make sure that everybody's head is clear and focused as we head into the last part of 2021, which is the most important part of 2022, and that's purchasing these yearlings. So again, thank you very much. I will talk to you all very, very soon. I hope you're having a great day. I actually did have a fantastic day here in Ohio.